What's cracking, boys? It's been a long minute. It's Rezi here, bringing y'all. It's an old gameplay. Look at the map. There's no such thing as nighttime Nuketown, from what I recall. Now, as y'all know, or at least those of you who know, I have not touched Cold War in almost. No, it has been 2 months. It's going to be 2 months. And boys, oh my, this game. It had. I'm telling you, it had so much potential, and it flopped. All things to skill-based match. It's so sad, but oh well. It's an 8-9 gun streak on Nuketown with the Bullfrog, Nighttime Nuketown. We don't know, old game, but who cares? But boys, the commentary. I've always wondered, not wondered, no, I guess you can say wondered, what people's thoughts are on certain guns in the franchise and their role in pub stomping, their impact on pub stomping. Who was the creative mind behind these weapons? Of course, we go, oh, but the guns were designed in real life. I know, shut the hell up. You know what I'm talking about. Who in the right mind decided to put their statistics in the games and made them so perfect for pub stomping? And of course, as we all know, this goes with game balancing, all that, yada yada yada. Who the fuck? Who knows? Who can answer that? I can't answer that, but probably some of you can. You big brain, big IQ degenerates, right? But boys, in my mind, Black Ops 2 was the only COD with not only perfect weapon balancing, but the best guns, the best weapons in terms of pub stomping in COD history. I know some of you are gonna be saying, "Oh, but Modern Warfare 3," but listen, let's take a good second, boys. Black Ops 2 had the A94, it had the Scar H, had the MSMC, it had the PDW, the FAL, the M87. Did it say M87? The M8A1. Oh my god, I'm braining it right now. Even the MTAR, the Type 25 was viable. The MP7 was actually insane. And of course, for hardcore, the Peacekeeper was beautiful. And for trapping, the LMGs were there. The LSATs, the MK48, absolutely insane boyos. In my mind, this game produced the greatest weapons of all time, for COD at least, for pub stomping. And boys, this is where the commentary will truly begin. The tools of pub stomping, boys. I'm not too sure about y'all. If you guys have ever truly thought about the roles of pub stomping that these weapons have created, it truly is. It's magnificent, boys. It's hard to explain because when you choose a weapon in COD, when you choose a weapon for pub stomping, you choose it mainly because, oh, it's a good gun. You don't ever think, oh, I wonder what this gun will leave behind. I wonder what legacy it will leave behind for this game and for pub stomping. That's what I thought lately, and I've always thought, has no one truly realized what these guns truly resemble? Well, not resemble, what they truly mean to us. I know it sounds really weird and say, but you know what I'm talking about. Like the impact, the mark they left behind, boys. It's absolutely insane because when you think of, let's say, when you think of Modern Warfare 3, boys, what guns come up in your head? The ACR, the MP7. These are the two guns in Modern Warfare 3 that I can truly say that I enjoyed using. I know people like to say other weapons. I forgot the other one. What the other one's called. It's almost like the ACR. I forget what it's called. I can't even think. But of course, we also have the Scar H or the Scar L actually. But boys, the ACR and the MP7 made Modern Warfare 3 what it was for pub stomping. ACR was a laser beam. It was an absolute laser beam. The MP7, same with that, an absolute laser beam. Yes, it had a high rate of fire, but it had no recoil. It was absolutely beautiful, boys. And then Black Ops 2 came along, and it truly defined the definition of pub stomping, of truly getting gameplays. And that's mostly thanks to the guns, boys. My personal favorite gun, if you don't already know, is the Scar H, the suppressed Scar H. But of course, I do like it with fast mag and stock. But the Scar H was a beautiful weapon in that game, boys. It literally 2 to 3 shot people. Of course, 2 shot headshot and 3 shots to the chest. I think maximum was like, I think 4, maybe. No, I think it was always 3. And boys, if you can hit your shots, if you can truly, truly master Black Ops 2 hit, I believe Black Ops 2 had good hit detection, honestly. If you can truly master its hit detection, oh my god, you were unstoppable with that thing. It was insane. Truly a remarkable weapon for its time. And I know the whole stereotype that the Germans use it. We all, All my homies hate Germans are out here, okay? That's a simple truth, but we don't hate the Scar H. The A94 boys. At a time when I first started pop stomping on Black Ops 2, I didn't really care for the Scar. I actually disliked it, and then I touched it. But before I ever used it, I used and thoroughly enjoyed the A94. I still love the A94. I really love it actually. And in my mind, that was the most versatile weapon in the entire game. Fast mag and stock on it, and if you want to be a weirdo, you can use reflex and stock. I personally never really liked reflex on the AN. I've always loved the iron sights. The iron sights in my mind were incredibly, incredibly clean. Easily one of the best sights in COD history. And boys, from any other nation of pub stomping, from the Americans to the Europeans, the Mexicans, the Germans. I already said Europeans. The fuck am I saying Germans for? But you know what I mean. We've always used the AN boys, and to some of you, it might have been your favorite weapon of all time, and it probably still is. And I don't blame you because whenever I think of Black Ops 2, I do think of multi-team, the Scar H, and the AN94, and of course the VSAT. And boys, as I said in the beginning, all the assault rifles in Black Ops 2 were just amazing. The Type 25, I've gotten so many gameplays with that. The MTAR, I've gotten so many gameplays with that. I've actually used the MTAR a lot. And I always thought to myself, wow, this thing is not that bad. It actually shreds people. It's unreal. Of course, can it be used in a competitive mindset? Of course not. In a competitive setting, no. This is merely for pub stomping, boys. Don't ever forget that. And of course, how can we forget the FAL? Especially the pre-patch FAL. I know a lot of people have gotten a lot of triples with that. And I wish I would have abused it the same way those people abused it, but I never did, sadly. And I truly regret it. And I remember Lions. If you guys remember Lions from Tap X from the good old days, like 2015 days, he got a triple nuclear with the SMR and insanely high gun streaks, 90 plus gun streaks with the SMR. And it's absolutely mind-boggling. Remember, I personally never liked it, but that just shows you if a good player gets one of these weapons in their hands that are deemed as decent weapons, it can be turned into something amazing. And then, boys, we're gonna go into the games I like, of course. Black Ops 3, boys. The Razorback. The Razorback was, in my mind, the definition of Black Ops 3 pub stomping. At least for hardcore, of course. I know the Man of War is there. I don't know the MA-A7 is there. But in my mind, the Razorback and Black Ops 3, especially when it was before it was nerfed, in hardcore specifically. By the way, boys, Black Ops 3, from my mind, is the only gun in COD history that was nerfed for a certain game mode. It was absolutely insane. If you use it in hardcore, it would not one-shot from a distance. You had to take two, sometimes even that's a lie. I was about to say three. You had to take two shots to kill somebody, unless you're at close range. It is the only weapon in COD history, from my mind, of course, from what I know, to be nerfed for only for a game mode. And boys, the amount of gameplays people got with the Razorback, listen, boys, it had no recoil, really clean iron sights, a fast rate of fire, especially for rapid fire on that shit, which I did, and with fast mag, an incredibly fast reload. It literally took like a second. Actually, maybe even less than less than a second most likely. And boys, the Razorback was the most amazing gun in Black Ops 3. For hardcore, of course, and we all know just how devastating that thing is. And fellas, C4. Throughout the Black Ops series, I guess you can also include that one for 3. C4 is the main tool for pub stomping. This is a true fact. I am sorry if you guys agree if disagree with it. Oh, you'll be saying the VSAT is. I do agree with that statement, but still, boys, without the C4, many of these gameplays would never have been accomplished, and they most likely, if a gameplay were to be achieved in that game, it will probably most likely never have been to the same skill as it could have been if using C4. And boys, C4, especially in Black Ops 2, it left its mark in pub stomping. In Black Ops 3, it was still there. Of course, you couldn't yeet across the map and you couldn't blow up in the air, but still, the possibilities you had with C4, especially in hardcore when you're spawn trapping, absolutely insane. And sadly, C4 has lost its way until Black Ops Cold War. Until Cold War came out, it's still great, boys. I like C4 in this game when I did play it, but now we only have these artifacts, boys. These old remnants of weapons, of equipment, of score streaks. that leave us with a good memory of what Pubstomping used to be, of what COD used to be. And I hope you remembering these weapons, these equipments, these score streaks, the VSAT, of course, and these games will let you know, will leave you with a happy tone, knowing that you were at least part of it, boys. Part of it, part of a culture, if you can even say that, part of a culture that at its time, at its core as well, was beautiful, outstanding, and fascinating. Anyway, boys, been Resi. Have a good day as always, and peace. Also, if you never listen, this is a factor, right? If you never use a Scar H on Black Ops 2, you missed out. I'm sorry. Like, you truly did miss out. Yes, it probably made you into a German, but let's be honest. Nah, in second thought, fuck the Germans. Disgusting. Parasite, Clouden, Parasite, whatever they say. Ew, gross. Anyways, good day.